Hey there, I'm Anderson Horton.
And I'm Rod.
Welcome to Bizarre Biotech News. Today we will be talking about super cows and many other stories.
Yeah, buddy.
Super cows are regular cows, but they are super.
They are injected with so many hormones, they grow their muscles 10 times the original size.
These cows are like the Donald Trump of politics.
Well, these cows must be pretty awesome then.
Yeah, these cows are used for more than meat, and they're used for medical purposes.
They inject different things in these cows to see how they handle to it.
These studies have made it from Canada into the U.S.
Many of the labs in the U.S. have spent billions on researching these super cows.
These super cows normally are limited to their lifespan due to their massive muscles.
Their huge muscles produce more meat, but the meat is so lean it is not fit to eat.
These cows are unable to breed, causing baby super cows, but they can be cloned.
Well, that wraps up our article on super cows.
Now to Avery and Carson and Brooke with glow-in-the-dark cats.
Yeah, buddy.
Colin, what a great conversation. Carson Briggs and Avery Briggs here.
Hey Carson,
Yeah, Avery.
we don't need to buy night lights anymore.
What can replace night lights?
A glow-in-the-dark cat can.
Are you serious?
Yep. In 2007, South Korean scientists altered a Turkish Norse cat's DNA by inserting the glow-in-the-dark gene from jellyfish. Then they took that DNA and cloned other cats from it.
Sounds pretty cool.
Did you know that these glow-in-the-dark cats also have human genetic diseases?
No, that's interesting.
Did you know that researchers discovered that the replication of the feline AIDS virus was reduced because of the fluorescent proteins?
No, do you think they could do that with people?
Probably, but it may not be a really good idea.
Will the glowing genes cause problems in the cat's body?
Well, an article from a website provided us with information saying that this has given fluorescent cats human genetic diseases.
Did the scientists happen to fix the diseases?
These diseases are actually helping us figure out more about the same diseases in humans, like AIDS.
Imagine if we could cure humans with that.
I know, right?
Alright, now back to the cats. You might be thinking, why would someone want to create glow-in-the-dark cats? Well, we're here to tell you that scientists actually used this glow effect to track the activity of the cat's modified genes and cells.
Not to mention, scientists claim that if we engineer any animal with fluorescent proteins, we could artificially create animals that have the human genetic diseases. So we can do this with animals besides cats in the future.
This is actually pretty special.
This concludes everything you need to know about these special kitties. Thanks for watching. Now to Cody and Colby, who will be talking about pigs with human organs.
Thank you, Avery, Carson, and Brooke. And today we'll talk about pigs with human organs.
The Rosalind Institute transplanted human organs into a pig in the early 2000s. This is the same company that has successfully cloned Dolly the sheep. They have also cloned multiple pigs.
This is being done because pig organs are worth a lot of money. Factory farms are designed to produce about 1,000 pig lungs every year.
Yeah, we can take the pig organs out and sell them, and then transplant the human ones into the pig, and the pig would survive and continue to live a healthy life.
We can test human diseases on pigs and see how they react to the diseases. Then we can learn how to treat the diseases because they have the closest genetic makeup to humans, and we already do tests on them.
The only downside is that it costs lots of money, and we may lose lots of pigs testing on them. We may not know how the pigs will react to the medicine we use or the procedures.
Pigs are the only animals that we have done tests with this. And now we will turn it over to Nicole, Rihanna, and Carson.
Thank you, Cody and Colby, for that great introduction about pigs. Hi, I'm Carson.
Hi, I'm Rihanna.
And hi, I'm Nicole. Did you know spider silk is one of the most valuable materials in nature, but it's very hard to get?
Who knew spider goats or web-swimming goats would be the answer? Researchers from the University of Wyoming have developed a way to incorporate spider silk spinning genes into goats, allowing the researchers to harvest the silk protein from the goat's milk from a variety of applications.
Spider silk fiber could have several medical uses, such as for making artificial ligaments and tendons for eye structures and for jaw repair. Like any other genetic factor, only a certain percentage of the goats end up with the gene. For instance, 7 goat kids and only 3 are tested positive for the silk protein gene.
When these transgenic goats have kids and start lactating, the researchers will collect the milk and purify the spider silk protein and make it in higher quantities.
The goats do not seem to have any difference in health, appearance, or behavior compared to the other goats without the genes, researchers said.
In the future, the scientists will be able to put the spider gene in the alfalfa plant and produce a lot more silk. That's all about the spider goats.
Now to Jeremy and Sophie about eggs fighting cancer.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nicole, Carson, and Rihanna. What a great topic. My name is Sophie Van Eyck.
And I am Jeremy Tuck, and today we are going to be talking about medicinal eggs.
British scientists have designed a breed of genetically modified hens that provide cancer-fighting medicines in their eggs.
These special hens have had human genes added to their DNA so that human proteins are secured into the whites of their eggs. If you have cancer, you might eventually be able to cure it by eating these eggs.
They also have additional medicinal proteins similar to drugs used to treat skin cancer and other diseases.
What exactly do these eggs contain?
Well, Jeremy, these hens lay eggs that have NIR24, a molecule with potential and for treating melanoma and arthritis, and human interferon, P1A, an anti-drug that resembles modern treatments for multiple sclerosis.
That's extraordinary. Medicine today is very expensive, and these eggs are a new way to get the same medicines but cheaper.
It's good that it's cheaper and doesn't cost as much as normal medicines do.
Well, that's a wrap. Now, Nick Dunkley, Scotty Bell, and Alex Atkins will tell you about singing mice.
Thanks, Jeremy and Sophie. What a great article. Hi, I'm Nick.
I'm Scotty.
And I'm Alex, and today we're going to be talking about singing mice.
So are we talking about you, Alex?
Haha, very funny, Nick.
So back to the singing mice. I heard that some Japanese scientists spliced different genes into mice to see the effect.
It would be really cool if these mice sang like people, but sadly they don't. They actually tweet like birds.
And if you see the video of them, they get really annoying.
Hey Nick, what is the purpose of these singing mice to science and scientists working on the project?
The scientists don't know what the mice will be used for, but the project's main goal is to artificially speed up evolution.
It kind of looks like they have branched off in some unexpected directions than what they were hoping for.
The professor in charge of the experiments, Dr. Kiyoshi Yagi, claims that they have a mouse with short legs and as tall as a wiener dog.
Wow, that's incredible. I wonder how much cheese they give that thing.
Man, I would hate to see that thing running around my kitchen at night.
Well then, that about wraps up our conversation about the incredible singing mice.
And now it's time to turn it over to Matthew, Caleb, and Nick with their segment about optogenetics.
Thank you, Scotty, Nick, and Alex. And now, hello, this is Mr. Powell.
Matthew Langford. And I'm Nick Me.
In today's articles, we have a very new discovery on optogenetics. For those who don't know what optogenetics is, it is using light to control parts of the brain.
In some cases, a single cell resolution in living mammals.
Oh, here's a neat bit. The origin of optogenetics is the ancient Greek word optokios, which means visible or seen. Cool, right?
Optogenetics has transformed neuroscience during the past 10 years by allowing researchers to turn specific neurons on and off in experimental animals. They use different colors of light and proteins to turn on and off the cells in the animal.
Optogenetics is also used to find the causes and cures of brain disorders. Optogenetics uses a millisecond scale. The field includes inserting light-responsive cells into specific genes, as well as technologies for the delivery of light deep into the tissues of living beings.
Now, it's not just neurologists that use optogenetics. Other scientists use optogenetics to control other processes. For example, a mouse's heart cells are engineered to beat when a light is flashed upon them.
Also, they use a laser to move a skin cell towards the laser's point. It took more than 30 years for these fields to come together in a new technology called optogenetics, which is based on microbial ospin genes.
The military is using optogenetics to create super soldiers.
There will be more on this later.
Now we turn over to Peyton Gentry and Taylor Emery on banana vaccines. Now, is that interesting? If you like bananas and you're sick. Now, have a splendid day.
Thank you, Matthew, Caleb, and Nick. I'm Peyton Gentry.
And I'm Taylor Emery.
And today we're going to talk to you about banana vaccines. Wouldn't you rather eat a banana to get your vaccines than to get a shot?
Yes, most definitely. I hate shots.
Me too. So thanks to a research team from Indiana who created a new strain of bananas in 2007. These strains are bananas that protect people against hepatitis B. The banana is the most effective out of all the foods they've tried. Instead of getting the shots when you are sick, you have to take a bite of banana.
The banana has all the things that a shot has, but it's better off for you. The banana also helps with some people because they can't get vaccines like normal people. Some people are allergic to the vaccine, so they eat a banana instead of getting the shot.
The way vaccines work, a weakened version of the virus is injected into the person. It's not strong enough to make you sick, but just enough to kick your body's production of antibodies into effect. But it still protects you in case the full-strength version of the virus tries to enter your system.
That wraps up our segment about banana vaccines. Thank you for listening, and now we turn over to Sydney and Morgan.
Thank you, Peyton and Taylor. I'm Sydney Fryman.
And I'm Morgan Hasman.
Today we are going to tell you about the biotechnology discovery of singing mice.
Have you ever heard a mouse sing?
No, but hearing you sing in the past and imagining what a little cute mouse would sound like, I bet they would sing better than you.
Well, thanks.
No problem. Okay, let's start. Male mice sing different from female mice. They often sing, let's just say, to attract each other. They can also change their tune to mean different things.
This biotechnology project was created by Japanese scientists in 2010. Duke University and other schools across the world have done research on projects on the singing mice.
They have learned that mice sing using their ultracolialization, which are high-pitched sounds that escape the human ear. In order for researchers to hear the mice sing, they have to use special microphones. They cover the microphone with a female scent when placed in there for the males, and with a male scent for the females. They did research on the male, and when he could smell the female and couldn't see her, he made a loud, complex sound. When he could see the female, he sang louder, simpler, quiet songs.
The co-corresponding author, Eric Jarvis, an associate professor of neurobiology at Duke University and a Howard Hughes Medical Institute investigator, said, "We think this had something to do with the complex song behind like a call song, and he switched to a simpler song to not scare her when he was with her."
The news about singing mice is not just interesting to the people watching and researching about them. This finding and further studies about what mice can and can't do vocally may have implications for autism spectrum disorders in humans, says the Japanese scientist. That wraps our article up. Now we are going to turn it over to Eric and Griffin, who are going to talk to you about super soldiers.
Thanks, Sydney and Morgan. I'm Eric Martin.
And I'm Griffin Gentry, here with a report on the up-and-coming super soldiers that will hold the potential to change the think of warfare.
That's right. DARPA is trying its best to bring us the new super soldier. The Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency will be dedicating $2 billion a year in order to further the research on these astonishing new and enhanced soldiers. Griffin, would you explain more on that?
Will do, Eric. By using methods of genetic engineering, DARPA and other science divisions are working hard to engineer these genes of an ordinary soldier into something bigger, stronger, faster, and more accurate. These new soldiers will have the capacity to kill without fear or regret for the matter.
Sounds a little creepy to me.
Yeah, it does. I would not like to be caught in the ring with one of these guys.
Agree with that one. These soldiers will be made to kill, and in the wrong hands could be dangerous. When will this be confirmed as a possibility, Griffin?
Well, DARPA is constantly researching this, and the closest thing we have so far is the ability to increase endurance and the soldier's ability to enhance emotions by sending their brain feelings through neurotechnology.
Our reasoning for these new soldiers is the betterment of warfare and to decrease the cost of human lives. It is said that these new soldiers will be able to do more than twice the ordinary soldier. Mentally equipped for battle. In fact, Griffin, this sounds a little bit like Captain America to me.
That'd be pretty cool, but yeah, that it does, Eric. I wonder if these new and improved soldiers will be anything like the world favorite superhero. That would definitely be a sight to see. I just hope that all of these soldiers will have the same thing in mind as Captain America, an interest of our people and not of violence.
Well, that wraps up our show. Be sure to visit our website and we'll catch you next time.